So you're thinking about getting the Amazon Fire 7 for your kid or maybe even yourself because of the low price, right? But here's what surprised me. This tablet, while cheap, hides some frustrating issues that might make you want to think twice before clicking buy. Most reviews rave about its affordability and kid-friendly features, but the reality is a bit more complicated. Don't worry though, I'm here to peel back the shiny surface and show you what's really going on under the hood. Stick around because by the end, you'll know exactly if this budget tablet deserves a spot in your life or if it's better left in the Amazon warehouse. First off, who is the Amazon Fire 7 really for? Well, it's marketed as an entry-level tablet that's perfect for kids age 3 to 7. With that kid-proof case and Amazon Kids Plus service bundled in, it promises an easy, worry-free digital playground. Sounds great on paper, right? But if you're a parent or even an adult looking for a versatile tablet, the Fire 7 may not quite live up to your expectations. And I mean that in a way that could actually save you money and frustration down the road. Curious? Hang tight, there's more coming. Let's dive into the price first. At $54.99, the Fire 7 is one of the most affordable tablets you can find on Amazon. That's probably why it's got a solid 4.4-star rating with tons of reviews dishing out praise. But here's the kicker. This price point comes with a bunch of compromises. For example, the internal storage options are pretty limited, either 16 GB or 32 GB. Sure, you can add microSD cards up to 1 TB, but trying to expand storage feels like bringing a tuba to a piano recital, awkward and overkill for what the device can handle. Plus, keep this in mind. The Fire 7's processor isn't exactly a speed demon. It's definitely built for light tasks like storybooks, simple games, or Netflix binging, but don't expect it to handle anything more demanding. Now about that battery life. Amazon boasts up to 10 hours of usage. Sounds impressive until you realize that's under perfect conditions. Low brightness, minimal apps running, and definitely no intense gaming marathons. Real-world use falls a bit short, hovering closer to 6 to 8 hours, which is fine for kids' screen time. But adults hoping to use this as a daily portable device might find themselves reaching for the charger more often than they'd like. Speaking of kids, the Fire 7 really shines when paired with Amazon Kids Plus. This subscription includes thousands of ad-free books, videos, educational games, and STEM activities designed for kids. The included one-year subscription is a solid value, and parents love the no-hassle parental controls that keep the digital playground safe. You can set time limits, filter content, and even allow access to external apps like Netflix or Disney Plus, which is nice, but keep in mind after the first year, it renews at $5.99 per month. That can add up pretty quickly, especially if you're managing multiple devices. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the tablet's build and user experience. The Fire 7 comes bundled with a sturdy kid-proof case, and honestly, it's a lifesaver. This case can survive the usual bumps, drops, and tumbles that come with little hands, all without the pillow fluff you'd expect from most kid cases. So, it's a big positive if clumsy toddlers or enthusiastic preschoolers are your primary users. But here's where things get tricky. The screen quality and overall performance can feel downright archaic compared to even budget competitors. The 7-inch display runs at 1024x600 resolution. That's lower than what you get with comparable tablets like the Lenovo Tab M7, which means images and videos won't be as crisp. For kids watching animated shows or reading storybooks, this might be okay, but adults looking for a clear, vibrant display will probably be disappointed. In fact, when you crack open a web browser or start multitasking, the lag becomes really noticeable. Sometimes it feels like the tablet is powered by a hamster running on a wheel, cute, but not very fast. And the software experience. It's heavily integrated with Amazon's ecosystem, which is both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, It's super easy to access movies, books, and apps tied into Amazon services. On the other hand, this exclusivity limits your access to the Google Play Store, which most Android tablets boast. So if you're hoping to download popular apps outside of Amazon's curated selection, you're going to hit a wall. That's like going to a buffet and finding out they only serve plain bread and butter. Not exactly the feast you imagined. A funny thing about that, I tried to download a popular app not available on Amazon App Store, and it felt like trying to teach a cat calculus, completely ignored. So unless your kid's digital appetite is strictly served by Amazon, you're probably going to want to think about that. Now, I promised you some surprising twists, right? Here's one. The Fire 7 includes a 2-year worry-free guarantee, meaning if it breaks, Amazon will replace it for free. That's actually a fantastic deal, almost unheard of in this price range. It signals that Amazon knows this isn't the most rugged or long-lasting device out there. So if your kid is a digital demolition artist, this guarantee is like a helmet for your wallet. Not all is doom and gloom, though. Let me share a quick story. My niece got one of these for her birthday, and before I had a chance to dump my skepticism, she was glued to the tablet reading interactive books and solving math games. The tablet kept up just fine for her age and interests. Parents have praised the educational content, easy parental controls, and safe user experience. So if your main goal is a simple tablet for a young kid to explore, the Fire 7 is definitely a contender. But back to the adult angle, let's say you want a secondary tablet for reading, casual video streaming, or light web surfing. Would I recommend the Fire 7? Honestly, no. For a few dollars more, you can get tablets with better screen resolution, faster processors, and full access to the Google Play Store, meaning way more app options. Now, for a joke break, why did the tablet go to therapy? Because it had too many tabs open. Seriously though, multitasking on the Fire 7 is a test of patience. Another question worth asking: how well does the Fire 7 handle updates and future-proofing? Here's the blunt answer. Expect limited software updates and don't plan on using this tablet past a couple of years if you want it to feel smooth. Amazon tends to focus more on their higher-end models when it comes to updates, so your budget model might feel outdated sooner than expected. That said, the Fire 7 has one last trick up its sleeve: its portability. Weighing in at just a few ounces and with a compact form factor, this is a perfect travel companion for kids. Plane rides, road trips, or quiet time at a restaurant. The Fire 7's kid-proof case and decent battery life make it a reliable distraction tool. And if you're tired of fiddling with complicated parental controls on other devices, the 1-year Amazon Kids Plus with easy filtering and goals is a breath of fresh air. Here's another joke to keep you smiling. Why don't tablets ever get stressed? Because they just take everything with a swipe. Okay, back to serious business. If you've stuck with me this far, you're probably wondering what's my final take. Well, the Amazon Fire 7 is a budget superhero geared strictly toward young kids with simple needs. It's not the tablet for tech-savvy users or those wanting versatility. The kid-proof case and bundled Amazon Kids Plus actually provide tangible value for parents focused on child-safe digital content. But if you want a more rounded tablet experience with better performance, screen quality, and app availability, you should probably look elsewhere. And here's a little cherry on top. This tablet's affordability means it's easy to justify replacing it every few years without breaking the bank. Plus, the 2-year worry-free guarantee is a solid safety net for families prone to device mishaps. That buying peace of mind is worth something in itself. Final joke to seal the deal: why do tablets always win arguments? Because they always have the last swipe. See what I did there? Alright, enough jokes. Here's what you need to know. The Fire 7 is perfect for kids 3 to 7 years old who need a durable, easy-to-use tablet stocked with wholesome content. It's not meant to replace your primary device, but designed as a safe introduction to the digital world. So if you're ready to grab one at the best price, check out the link in the description below. Don't forget to take advantage of that included 1-year Amazon Kids Plus subscription and the kid-proof case. These extras add big value to an already tempting price. Thanks for watching, and if you found this Honest Fire 7 review helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more straight talk on the gadgets you want to buy. Remember, a good tablet doesn't have to cost a fortune, but it should work well enough to keep you and your wallet happy. Until next time, keep swiping smart.